Hello everyone, Mr. O here. Today we're going to look at these Shikaku puzzles. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to give some tips and tricks and show you a little bit about how to solve these puzzles. So follow along with me and our Shikaku journey and see how it goes. We'll start off with the worksheet. So here goes. All right. So the Shikaku is pretty straightforward. Generally, one of the lesser challenging of all the puzzles we do in this course, but everyone's different, and you might find some challenge. So here we go. If we have these numbers all represent areas of different rectangles. Now these have to be rectangles. They cannot be bent around in different orientations, but they have to be rectangles. So exactly 4 right angles. No 4 sides and 4 right angles. So if this has an area of 5 boxes, the only way to make that happen is to go 5 by 1. Okay, like this. This cannot go, like what I was saying is you can't do like 1, 2, 3 here and 2 more here. That would have an area of 5, but it would not be a rectangle. So they have to be exactly like so. So it also could have a 2, like this 4 could be a 2 by 2, or it could be 4 by 1. So one of my first tips and tricks is just to look at the corners. I think corners are very helpful in deciding where to go and how to proceed. So I look here, for example, what could possibly reach this corner? If it has to come from one of these numbers, it's the only choices is 4. And so this 4 would have to come down to this corner. This 2 can't possibly get over there. This 2 can't get over there. So if I'm going to figure out which one of these numbers, which one of these rectangles is going to come to here, then the only option is this 4. And the 4, if you're looking at it, would only be able to go like this anyway. And I like to make this line a little bit straighter. And again, what could reach in this corner? This 2 cannot possibly get there. The 3, it cannot bend like this, right? It has to be a rectangle. So this has to be the 2 like this. Okay, I'll use a darker pen. You can see better. Now, it looks like the 2 can go here or here. If the 2 went here, notice the 4 would have no option to come down. It would have to be like this, and then what is going to cover this area? So you start picturing how this is going to work. The 3 cannot go to the right. The 3 cannot go to the left. The only way the 3 can go is up and down. And then you know that this 4 has to go all the way down. This 2 must go like this. The 3 has to go up like so, and then the 2 in here. And there you have solved this puzzle. Right? So you're just creating rectangles so that the area is matched and with the number that's inside the rectangle, and all the boxes will be filled. And there is one unique solution, like all the other puzzles. There will be one unique solution for these. Let's try one that's a little more difficult on the back. These get a little bit bigger. It's still on the introduction sheet. And we start to see that numbers could have multiple areas. If it's a prime number, it's only, for example, 3. This has to be a 3 by 1. You know, 1, 2, 3 by 1. It can't go like this because there's not enough space. So we start to get the picture that like these ones for sure have to be part of the 3. Looks like it could stretch to here or it could stretch to here, but we know this for sure. And that way we know this 4 is going to have to go to the left only. That's our 4. And then this 3 can't go down, it's going to have to go to the right. So looking in the corners, the only option for this 2, the only option for this corner is this 2 here. And the only option for this corner is this 2 here. So that, hopefully we'll find that helpful. This corner could be the 4, could be a 2 by 2, or it could be a 6 by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be a 6 by 1. But this 6 could also be a 2 by 3. Could be these ones. So we will have to wait and see. But I can assure you this 4 is a vertical 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. All right, what's going to get in this corner is only the 2, right? Again, these they're not bending. They're not twisting or bending. They have to be a rectangle, so that's our 2. That means this 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 6 can't go horizontally, or it has to go vertical. What I'm saying is there's not an option for like a 2 by 3 anyway. There's not enough room. So this 6 has to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like so. And this 6 is going to have to be a 2 by 3 because the only way to get to this corner, if the 6 were somehow vertical, which is obviously not, it would have to be, you have to include this corner. So 2 by 3, this is the area of 6. This 6 is done. That means our 2 is done there. This 3 can't go left and right, has to go up and down. And these things start to fall into place. This 3 obviously has to go to the left. And now for this corner and this corner, if I made the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, this would be, let me write it up here. Think about this square for a second. If this 4 went 1, 2, 3, 4, we're missing this square right here. Because this and this 6 can't be vertical anymore because we've missed this spot. So the 6 is going to be a 2 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 by 2 for the 4, and then 2 in the middle there. So let's take a look at how this looks online, and I'll show you like 1 or 2 more puzzles, and hopefully you're getting the hang of these things. All right, let's bring up the internet. All right, the website is this puzzle-shikaku.com. And here we are. We got ourselves a little 5 by 5 puzzle. And notice here we have a bunch of 3s. I wonder if I can make this a little bigger. Hopefully so. You guys can see it better. All right, but this 3, it could go vertical, it could go horizontal, right? But this one can only go horizontal. So I drag the mouse like this and creates a rectangle. This one has to be 2 going to the right here. This 2 can only go to the right because of the way it's blocked. It can't go left and it can't go up, so it can only go to the right. And the same is true with this 3. The 3 can only go vertically. 1, 2, 3. Notice this box here. This is what I was talking about. Look for the corners. What could possibly reach this box? The only thing is this 4. So this 4 then we know is a vertical 1, 2, 3, 4. We could think about it, maybe it's a 2 by 2, but then what would get into this box? That's the question. All right, no, notice this corner. What could possibly get there? Has to be this 3. And then this 3, and then this 3. And there you have it. We'll try one more that's a little bit more difficult, and let's do a 10 by 10. All right, here we go. This will be the last one, and hopefully you find these puzzles to be pretty fun. All right, okay, I'm noticing the corner right off the bat. I'm thinking this lower left corner could come from the 3, like a 1, 2, 3, like so. It could come from the 8, could be a 4 by 2. So we will have to wait on that. That's my point. I just don't exactly know. Could this 8 go all the way up to here? Sure could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we don't know about this 2 either. 15, I'm looking at maybe a 3 by 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there any other way to make this other than a 3 by 5? 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only thing we don't know is it could be this 3 by 5, or it could include these and be a 3 by 5. All right, that's the question. So, I wonder how to get the, there you go, that's cool. This 3 could be 1, 2, 3 like so, or it could go down. This 2 could down or over. Now, if the 2 went down, then think about this for a moment. Our 3 by 5 could even go over to here, and 8 could go up this way. Well, yeah, a lot of options, Okay, there's only one thing to get here though, and that's the 3. So let's start there. We know this for sure. 1, 2, 3. What could get here? Could be the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If that was the case though, if this was a 9, what in the world could get here? That's what you need to ask yourself. If this was a 9, what could get there? So if the 9 was going to cover this, nothing could possibly go there. So the 9 doesn't cover this. Well, how does that help us? Well, we know that then it has to be the 6, 2 by 3. Okay, if the 9 went up to there, there would be a spot here that nothing could possibly reach. So we know that. This is a 7, means it's a prime number, which means that it has to go 7 by 1. Can't go left and right, there's not enough room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 could stretch to here, or it could go up 1 and go to there. There's your 2 choices. Notice the 9 now, since it couldn't go vertical, it has to go horizontal. So it's going to stretch across the entire thing. And that means the only thing that can possibly get up here is this 3. Okay, because this 3 can't reach. Yeah. Could the 3 reach to this square? 1, 2, 3. Can't reach up there, right? So this 9 has to start here. In case you're wondering if the 9 started here or started at the number, now we got to figure it out. All right, 3, the only thing to reach up here is the 3. Oh, we can get to 7. Oh, 9's not prime. Mistakes are made, mistakes are made. This has got to be a 3 by 3, right? Because we needed to get up here because the 3 couldn't reach. And it can't stretch across because of the 7. Probably were wondering what the heck I was doing at home. Here we go. 7 has to go vertical. We already talked about that. 7 has to go vertical. All right, this 3 stretches down or it stretches across. If this 8 were to go to the corner here, then this 3 would go across like this. And if the 8 were not to go to the corner, this 3 can come down and 8 could go like so. All right. All right, we have another 8. This could be a 2 by 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. But then how in the world would this 7 go, right? So this 8 could be like this. That's the question you have to ask yourself. How are we gonna do this 4? 4 cannot go to the left and right. Could be a 2 by 2. That's a good question. That's a fantastic question. All right, let's think about this 8 and this 15. The 15 is going to need 1, 2, 3. It's going to need some boxes here, right? Because even if it goes out like so, it's going to need some of those boxes. So that 8 is going to have to be vertical. Is there any way we could do it so the 8 takes up some of those boxes, like a 2 by 4, and still have 15? Not possible. Not possible. So 15 is going to need these boxes. That means that this 8 has to go vertical. And it could go all the way to the top, or it could go 1 from the top. Now, I will say this. If it were to go, that's only 7 boxes, but if it were to stretch like this, the 2 would have to go like this, and then who's going to cover this box? Nobody. Okay, so this 8 we know goes all the way up to the top, and this 2 comes down. 4 can't possibly get into this square because of how it's not enough space. So we got a 2 by 2, or we go 4 by 1, but there's no way it's getting into that square. What could possibly cover here? It's got to be the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts us in a situation with this 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to need all this space for 15. All right, things are going pretty well now. This 4 cannot go vertical like that, so this has to be the 3. This 4 will have to be a square like so. 2 to the left, 2 to the left. We're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. Think about this square for a moment. What could possibly get here? Has to be the 8. What could possibly get here? Has to be the 8. So we're looking at, the 8 is either going to be like so, or maybe it starts here. Okay, but if this is the case, the second option, 3 would come down, and all I do is this. By the way, just click in the box, and all your whole box goes away. So I click that, it goes away. Click that, it goes away. That didn't work because there was a couple squares here that weren't reached. So we know this is the 8, this is the 3, and this 8 is going to have to cover the vertical. Going to have to cover all of this to get down into there. 2 is going to have to go down like this. 4 is going to have to go down like this. Now this is 7, and there's 8 boxes here. So this 2 goes this way. That means this 3 here, this 2 here, this 2 here, and then 7 is done. And ladies and gentlemen, you have it. All right, happy puzzling with these Shikakus. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I would be happy to help. Have a wonderful day.